For the past few days as part of Science Week, we've been here at the National Botanic Gardens learning all about the science of weather at Weather Live. But what about the science of the plants and trees around us? Sarah, for Science Week, you've been doing tons of workshops teaching us about all these chemical compounds in these plants and trees. Can you tell us a little bit about it?
What we do is we work with pharmaceutical companies and try and understand how we can better make medicines. And it's really, really fascinating. So many medicines actually come from plant species and trees all around us. So for example, the trees around us now are yew trees, and Taxol is a medicinal compound that comes from these. So Taxol is actually discovered in the bark of the yew tree, and it was discovered to be really, really powerful anti-cancer agent.
Okay.
So what we try to do as chemists is figure out the building blocks of those molecules and how we can make them. So there's actually some willow trees really close by. We should take a walk and have a look at what medicinal compounds come from the willow.
Perfect, let's go.
Jen, we're here at the willow tree, and the chemical in this, salicin, is used in the production of aspirin. So there was stories about people chewing on willow bark to relieve fever or pain, and they investigated this and discovered salicin. We can now produce something called acetyl salicylic acid, and that's what we find in aspirin today.
You've been flat out for Science Week, and we're still going, doing all of these different workshops. How have you found them?
Absolutely fantastic. The positivity from all the young people and older people that we've been working with is just astounding. It's really, really exciting, and I think it gives you more energy to keep going and promoting science.
Rory, as a big TV star, you know how TV seasons revolve around the weather.
It does, because if you look at summer, there's nothing, the big shows aren't on in summer. It's the winter, when it's cold, that's when all the big shows come on. Irish people are wonderful. They complain when it's too hot, they complain when it's too cold. The hotter it is, the better. And I don't mind if the ozone layer's a few layers off. I know I shouldn't be saying that, but I just think if it's going to make me hotter in the summer, so by the time it comes along and affects everybody, I'll be well dead. Isn't that terrible to say?
The thing about the weather forecast on RT, I think we're really the only Irish scientists who are on television every single day. We use numerical weather prediction, which basically we measure the weather, say at midday today. We feed this information into a giant supercomputer, and inside the supercomputer there's the weather model, which is a mathematical description of the atmosphere and using the laws of physics. And one of those laws of physics is Boyle's law, so going back to the 1600s. And really, it's only in the last few years that we're beginning to promote science, but thanks to Science Foundation Ireland and RT, of course.
Yeah.
You are going to be doing the weather forecast for us tonight.
Yeah.
Do you know the whole country is looking?
Yes.
Yeah? Will I shut up and let you get on with the job?
Yes, please, yes.
Okay, off you go.
Guys, you were presenting weather in front of the entire nation. Hundreds of thousands of people watching. How did it feel?
Pretty scary, really. Like, it wasn't really that scary. You just need to kind of be relaxed, you know?
Yeah?
Yeah.
When it's actually being filmed, there's only a few people in the room, and that's all you really notice. You don't really notice anyone else watching.
That's your weather forecast. Goodbye. Bye.
So tomorrow the weather is cloudy, dry in some places, rainy, but not too rainy. What do you think?
No.
No, not even close. Not even. That's it from Weather Live here at the National Botanic Gardens as part of Science Week 2017. So, for now, bye!
Science Week on RTE. See rte.ie/Science Week.